He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a powerful presence about him, a rare fusion of emotion, charisma, and artistic intensity that made audiences stop and listen. Ozcan Deniz didn't just enter Turkish entertainment. He built an empire within it, transforming his early passion for music into one of the most enduring multi-dimensional careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Ozcan Deniz was born on May 19, 1972, in Ankara, Turkey, and spent much of his youth in Aydın. Long before film sets and primetime television, he was drawn to music. As a teenager, he performed at local venues and steadily built his reputation as a singer with a distinctive, emotionally rich voice. His early albums gained strong popularity, establishing him as a leading name in Turkish pop and arabesque music throughout the 1990s. While music made him a household name, acting expanded his legacy. His transition to television introduced him to a new audience, but it was his role in the long-running drama Asmalı Konak that elevated him to national superstardom. The series became a cultural phenomenon, and his portrayal of Seymen Aga solidified his image as a charismatic leading man capable of balancing romance and intensity. Rather than remaining solely in front of the camera, Ozcan broadened his creative control. He took on responsibilities as a director, writer, and producer, demonstrating a deeper commitment to storytelling. Projects like Istanbullu Gelin further reinforced his influence, combining strong narratives with emotionally layered performances that resonated internationally. Ozcan's approach to his career reflects strategic ambition. He moves fluidly between music and acting, carefully selecting projects that align with his artistic vision. This balance between creative expression and commercial appeal has allowed him to remain relevant across decades in an industry known for rapid change. Off-screen, his public image blends star power with discipline. Known for commanding stage performances and polished appearances, he maintains a lifestyle centered around productivity and creative output. While his personal life, including high-profile relationships and marriage, has occasionally drawn public attention, he consistently redirects the focus toward his professional achievements. His influence extends far beyond Turkish borders. With international distribution of his television series and a loyal global fan base built through music tours and streaming platforms, he remains one of Turkey's most recognizable male entertainers. His estimated net worth reflects decades of earnings from album sales, concerts, television success, film projects, and brand partnerships. What truly sets him apart is longevity. From young stage performer to established actor, from singer to director and producer, Ozcan Deniz continues to evolve rather than settle. He embraces reinvention, creative risk, and leadership within his projects. As of 2026, Ozcan Deniz stands not only as a celebrated singer and actor, but as a symbol of artistic endurance and multidimensional success in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something quietly striking about her, a rare mix of softness, intelligence, and screen presence that naturally drew attention. Alina Boz didn't simply step into Turkish entertainment. She built her place with patience and precision, transforming early promise into one of the most refined acting journeys of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Alina Boz was born on June 14, 1998, in Moscow, Russia, and later moved to Turkey at a young age. Growing up between cultures, she developed a unique perspective and emotional awareness that would later shape her performances. Long before major sets and leading roles, she was drawn to language, expression, and storytelling, studying acting while balancing education and early auditions. Her acting journey began with supporting roles in television series, gradually building experience and visibility. Early projects such as Caesar Hemsire and Paramparka introduced her to audiences, but it was her role as Hazal in Paramparka that marked her first major breakthrough. The performance showcased her ability to portray emotional conflict and vulnerability well beyond her age, earning critical attention and a growing fan base. Rather than being boxed into one image, Alina continued to expand her range. She took on leading roles in projects like Elimi Birakma, where she carried a long-running drama with emotional consistency, and later delivered darker, more complex performances in series such as Marasli and Burperi Masali. Each role reflected a deliberate step forward, revealing an actress focused on depth rather than repetition. Alina's approach to acting is defined by selectivity. She chooses characters that challenge her psychologically and emotionally, often gravitating towards stories centered on identity, resilience, and inner transformation. This careful decision-making has allowed her to mature on screen while maintaining credibility with both audiences and industry professionals. Off-screen, Alina's public image blends elegance with restraint. She maintains a calm, composed presence, avoiding unnecessary exposure while remaining active in fashion and brand collaborations. Her refined style and international appeal have made her a frequent choice for high-profile campaigns, while her brand partnerships remain aligned with her understated image. Her lifestyle reflects balance and focus. She values privacy, personal growth, and creative preparation, often stepping back from the spotlight between projects. This measured pace supports long-term consistency rather than short-lived hype. Alina's influence continues to grow beyond Turkish television. With strong international viewership through global streaming platforms and a steadily expanding social media presence, she has become one of the most recognizable young faces in modern Turkish drama. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from acting and endorsements, built gradually through strategic career choices. What truly sets her apart is emotional subtlety. She brings quiet intensity to her characters, allowing silence, expression, and restraint to speak as loudly as dialogue. That understated strength defines her performances and distinguishes her in a competitive industry. As of 2026, Alina Boz stands not only as a leading actress of her generation, but as a symbol of controlled growth, artistic discipline, and quiet confidence in modern entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.